just wanted to do a quick review here. This is the Hezzo F8. I think I've had it for about 2 weeks now, 2 to 3 weeks, and I literally think it's the greatest scooter in the world. And I understand there's going to be all kinds of talk about that or discussions, whatever. But after 2 weeks, again, it has 3 secret weapons that other scooters don't have. And in a way, they really can't have them. It's just like a design thing. So in this case, again, the Hezzo F8 is a $3,300 scooter on Amazon, $3,299, originally priced $5,000. So that puts it up with the Roadrunner RX-7, the Apollo X Pro, and at $5,000 and $5,000, they're both, roughly about $1,800 more than this current cost. And I feel that not only are they're both great scooters. I've ridden them both. They're a lot of fun. But what makes this sort of above and beyond, what takes this the next level, if you will, is, again, what I call the 3 secret weapons. 1, 16-inch motorcycle tires. Now, on a motorcycle, no big deal. On a scooter, yes, it's a big deal. It makes an enormous difference. First of all, a bigger tire, you go over little bumps and potholes a lot easier. Also, look at the shocks, the inverted shocks with the extra chamber here. Look at the machining on that. Look at that. I mean, that's heavy-duty cast iron. Beautiful hydraulic brakes here, and not even like regular hydraulic. These are the high-end with the oil drum. Look at the adjustment you have here, the adjustment ability. I know it's not super bright. Let me see. I think for some reason I thought the light was on, but I can't figure it out. Anyway, as you can see, guys, it's just an amazing all-around scooter. First thing I do when I get an electric scooter is I take the seat off. You know why? The seats are crap. They're basically like a little rectangular shape with a giant puff of foam. And at first it seems fine when you just look at it on a picture of a scooter. But when you're actually sitting down, first of all, you got to remember you're going 20 miles an hour when you're driving this thing. And a lot of times when you have a seat, you sit down, you stand back up. It's kind of cool that you can do it in motion. It's like a transformer, you know what I mean? But anyway, with most scooters, the reason I take the seat off, even though I prefer a scooter with a seat because it gives you both options, I take it off because they're little tiny puffs of foam, and your butt has a hard time finding them, really, because it's a little, basically most of them kind of go in this area here. Now look at how wide this is, and also it's not a giant puff of cheap foam. This is, some sort of higher end foam that is like a cast foam. It's beautiful, super comfortable, but look at, picture as you're standing and you go to lower your tuchus on this thing. Look at how wide that is. Look at the amount of width you have on this compared to a typical scooter. Another smart thing Hezzo did, they really designed this well. Look at this. Every other scooter I have has a single pole going down. Okay, so picture it. When a pole is going down, every shock you hit is going straight up, boom, into your butt. Here, just by something like this angle here, it actually helps from a engineering point of view to actually soften the blow a little bit. It's just an engineering thing that the shock wave has to travel and then change its motion and go up this way. So all around, it's just an amazing design. Again, I always take scooter seats off. With this one, I kept it on because it's literally that good. I usually like the extra space you get on the deck. I thought this wouldn't, I have size 13 feet. I thought this was made in China. Over there they might have size 8. You know what I mean? It's going to be a smaller size person typically. So I thought the scooter would be too small. But it actually fits even a size 13 very well. Obviously, you could take this off and get even more room if you wanted, but then you lose the seat. Usually, to me, that's a great trade-off with a scooter because the seats suck. In this one, it's so good. I mean, you actually, because of the high handlebars, you feel like you're riding a chopper, those old 70s motorcycles. Now, I just rigged this up here. This is a Sony SRS XG300 or XB300. Basically a nice Bluetooth speaker from Sony, no big deal. Put it on with some bungee, whatever the zip tie thingies. And look at how beautiful the stainless steel is in here. Look at the carbon fiber on the back fender here. And then also look at, while a lot of companies will give you 2 cheapy black plastic fenders, they just went with one, but look at the quality. I mean, that's carbon fiber, and then look at the machining of this. You can just tell that's high end. again, I'm trying to get close-ups during the day. I usually make these videos. And then again, look at all the details. Like, look at the extra armor coming up. This is the case for your battery here. This isn't. Do you know what this is? This is an extra piece of armor over. There's actual metal. That's metal, and that's underneath this. So most companies just give you this. That would be fine. You would be fine with just this. But they actually went, you know, to try and be high end, to try and give you the extra mile. They literally, just like you see the tanks in Ukraine, you know, in Russia in the war, they'll put like extra, you know, metal on the outside to extra armor them. That's what they're doing. This also has the extra armor. So if something hits it and it would normally mess up your battery, instead you got this to take it. And then even up here, the way this comes up, perfect ramp right here, a perfect top for a Bluetooth speaker if you want to add, you know, some type of a Bluetooth speaker capability. Just is made for it with that ramp in the, or you know, the thing in the back. You can actually put your foot on it, so it's kind of like a back brace stand, but it goes up much higher than most of them. Most of them only come to here. Look how much higher up this goes, and it's going up higher because, you know, again, they're trying to go for the higher end feel. Look at the kickstand. Look at the size of the kickstand with the heavy duty rubber end. Almost every other one I have doesn't have rubber at the end. This one has rubber at the end. So Secret Weapons was the 16-inch wheels, that's one. 72 by 50 amp battery with the extra armor on the outside, the extra layer of armor. I love it. The seat is just a nice little extra bonus I like, but that's not the third secret weapon. The third secret weapon is this, the brake point. Okay, all the other scooters I have, the braking point comes here, and it folds like a V shape or a taco. But look at this one, it folds up here with, look at the size of these bolts. Look at the heavy dutiness of these bolts right here. I mean, this is some serious cast iron, heavy duty jazz here. I got all kinds of lights on this thing. I got my little cup holder here. This is for my GoPro. This here is actually a motorcycle grade, so you can actually charge your phone while you're actually driving your car, and it's made out of cast iron and aluminum, not plastic. So I recommend anybody get it's the best one in the world, hands down, for the best scooter in the world, in my opinion. Now I know there's those $10,000 to $20,000 Korean Weepeds, I think they're called, and they're amazing. But again, to me, that's a whole different category, I don't consider, once you're above 10,000, it's not, you know, just a little whim purchase where you're going to go have fun on the weekend. That's a serious investment. You know, once I start thinking of spending 10,000, I think we'll just add that to your car and get a better car. You know, but at 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, you know, you really can't better your life that much with it. Maybe join the gym or something. But in this case, I've had so much fun ever since getting the scooter. I got an electric scooter when my two pit bulls had died, sort of back to back within a few months of each other, and had them for 14 years and 12 years, and you think they'll be there forever, but you know, they won't, unfortunately. And I'm gonna rescue another dog at some point, but right now I was sort of late at night. I don't want to stay in the house sometimes because it reminds me of them, so I got an electric scooter. First I got an electric bike, love that, still use that, the Async A1 Pro. But I really like the concept of the scooter. The electric bike I like because you can get a little exercise while pedaling, but there's so much freedom with, when you're standing on a scooter, you feel like you're almost floating through the air. I've always wanted to be able to like fly like a bird. Well, that's about as close as you're going to get to flying, you know, in real life. And then when you get tired, you can sit down. It's almost like a motorcycle. So all around, just an amazing scooter, guys. Hezzo F8. Definitely go grab it. You can get it on Amazon, and you can get it on either Amazon or from the Hezzo website. Hezzo F8. Peace out, guys.